Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. It's me, MUI Shallot. And today we're going to be talking about a what if that you guys really love a lot. We're talking about what if Deku was a Jedi. Now from where we left off, Deku had just finished off Starkiller. Now you guys might be wondering, yo Shallot, why did you kill off Starkiller so fast? Okay, I want you to know that his power, he was only 15 years old. I'm talking about the teenage Starkiller. I'm not talking about the Starkiller that turned Luke to the dark side, almost killed Palpatine and Darth Vader. No, I'm not talking about that guy. That guy's OP. And yeah. So from where we last left off, Deku had just finished off Starkiller, and then he went to Momo, and he saw that she was hit in a precarious spot. Her lung was damaged. And then Deku's like, I shall heal her. And then he waves her hand over her, and then the whole organ is gone, and the whole damage is gone. And then Momo wakes up, and she's like, what? What happened? And Deku's like, I revived you, Momo. You are my love. Shall never let you die. And then Deku says, now let's leave. And then Momo's like, what about that boy? What about him? And Deku's like, I killed him. And then Momo's like, no, the Zuko that I know would never kill somebody. Momo, do not argue. He killed you. He killed you. He deserves to die. Momo's like, it's not in your hands to decide whether someone can die or not. It's up to the Lord. And then Deku's like, you want me to bring him back? Him back, even though he killed you? Yes. Because that's what heroes do. Heroes do not kill, they arrest. Deku's like, maybe there's a reason why I fell in love with you. Maybe this is it. Okay then, I'll bring him back. So he waved a hand over Starkiller, and Starkiller's heart was pieced back together, and he was brought back from the brink of death. He was brought back to life, and then Deku immediately went unconscious because he used so much power in those two things. And then Momo goes over and says, Deku, are you okay? Are you okay? Deku, wake up. And then 3 hours later, and then Deku wakes up in the infirmary, and he's like, what happened? And then All Might's sitting next to him, and so is Momo. And Momo comes and hugs him and everything, and then Uraraka comes and hugs him as well. And then All Might standing there with the thumbs up, was smiling really big, like, you know, that big All Might smile. He's like, and he goes inside Deku and I was like, well done, young Midoriya. I see you. I see what you've been doing for the past 4 days. And Deku's like, come on, man. Let's not talk about this right now. What happened? So while he's getting smothered over by Uraraka and Momo, All Might tells him what happened, that he got this gigantic form, and Deku's like, I know that. I was self-conscious when I did that. But what is that? All Might tells them of the prophecy that there will one time to come a huge force-sensitive child that will be the mediator of the force and will bring balance to it. Deku's like, so, I'm the chosen one. Well, we don't know for sure. So, yeah, maybe you are, maybe you're not, maybe there's somebody else who's the chosen one. But for now, let's just rest up, get ready for the next, because we're going to have a UA tournament. What? We're doing a tournament now? Okay, man. So Deku goes, he gets up, he's like, alright girls, I'm okay. And then they keep fawning over him and say, you know what, let's just keep this going. And then, you know, next day, Deku starts training with All Might. And he starts trying to master his new form. And Deku says, man, I can't seem to get into it again. All Might says, maybe you can only go into it when you're in extreme danger or full of rage from the dark side. Don't forget, Izuku, you cannot fall into the dark side. You are a gray Jedi. You use both the dark and the light for your own means. Though you are technically a Jedi, you are still not a Jedi. Okay then, so I'm a bounty hunter. Alright, that's pretty cool. Okay, I need to go make some tech for myself. I'll see you later on, mate. So Deku goes to the school, and then he knocks on the door of this big room, and then it explodes outward. Deku's like, damn, where's all this smoke come from? Then he looks up and sees May. He's like, damn, girl, you fine as hell. And then she's like, who are you? Oh, my name is Zuko Midori. I'm like the top class 1A student. I'm amazing and everybody loves me. And also, I need you to make something for me. It's like, really? What do you want me to make? I want you to make a blaster. And she's like, what's a blaster? And Deku's like, so basically, get plasma and make it shoot out of a gun. That's what it is. Okay, I think I can do that. Really? Okay, I'll give you the power source. So he got up and gave her a blue kyber crystal. She's like, use this to power it, but do not break it because I don't have a replacement. So May's like, okay. So for the next 15 days, May's been, experimenting on it, and Deku's been training with All Might. And after 15 days, she tells him she has a breakthrough and that she might be able to do it, but it will take a bit longer because of the sports festival. He's like, that's fine, as long as you can get it done, that's all I need. And then, basically, guys, they're gonna create the first Star Wars weapon of mankind has ever seen for millions of years. And because of that, all the Star Destroyers and everything, they were like either underground or they got dematerialized. Now it's time for the tournament. Deku went and he's like, okay, girls, it's time for the chick magnet to get chicken. And then, nobody liked that pun. Everybody stared at him with such blank faces. And then Mineta's like, yeah, let's go. And because over the past few days, Deku has been telling Mineta not to be such a perv, to be a more callous, more caring. And Mineta has been doing that. He's been getting some looks from the girls, they've been looking over with appreciation instead of disgust. And now, most girls are actually kind of taking a liking to it. So now, let's continue. Deku is like, okay, Mineta, time has come for you to prove your worth. If you win this, I shall give you a gift. If you do not, I shall not give you a gift. It is up to you to whether or not you get the gift. And Mineta's like, yes, sir. So, Deku, using the Force, bends his body. And then it's 3, 2, 1, go. Now he's running. Todoroki's using the Force as well. And he's running beside Deku, but Deku's faster because he's using the dark side as well. And then Deku's like running faster and faster, harder and harder. And then he gets over to the robots and he's like, move out of my way. He harnesses the full power of the dark side and crushes the robot, throwing it out of his way, and keep on running. Deku's feeling a bit tired because he's not used to using this much of the Force. But he's like, fine, it's fine, I can do this. And then Deku goes and he sees the pit. And he's like, alright, just need to jump over this. So he prepares himself and jumps and uses the Force to fly over it. Yes, Deku is able to harness the Force to be able to fly. So now he's flying over it. And then Deku sees the other end and he's like, okay, need to use a bit more of the Force, and he starts flying a bit more over it, and then done. He's reached the other side. Deku is now in the lead. Todoroki's right behind him. From behind him comes Mineta. Mineta is actually third place, guys. He's been using his quirk like crazy. He's been jumping like a madman, like an artist from the circus. And now Deku is right now running like crazy through the minefield. Using the Force, he's lifting the mines and throwing them back at him to hit anyone who's behind him. Making sure not to hit any girls, because that's who Deku is, guys. The magnet. And then Deku's like, I might need to run a bit slower, Sucks, being able to win first place only. Yeah, let's just do that. And then he just slows down and he's like, yo, hey Todoroki, I see that you need some help, so I'm just gonna slow down a bit. Todoroki's like, you think this is a joke to you? Deku's like, yes. Yes, this is definitely a joke to me. Me wanting girls is such a big joke, right? Yeah. yeah, it's not like you offended me or anything, you know. And then Todoroki's like, okay then. So now Deku is running right beside Todoroki, and he's like, are you sure you're even good? Like, because the way I'm looking at it, you're not even strong at all. Todoroki's like, what'd you just say? What did you just say? Because like I said, you're not strong at all. And then he punches Todoroki in the face, slamming him into the ground. And then Deku's like, okay, wow, you're not actually that strong, seems. So then Deku goes and he says, alright, time to run even faster. So he starts running and running. And then he slows down completely. And he's letting everybody pass him. He's like, might as well let them win. They're gonna lose anyway, so it's better for me if they win, you know, cause that way I can get more girls. And Deku's really focused on this, guys, cause it's just how he is. And then Deku's like, okay, time to run even faster. So he starts running and running. He picks up every girl that he sees on using the force, and he starts running with them in his hand. And then he runs even faster and faster, and then he catches up to Todoroki. He's like, yo, Todoroki, how you doing? I was like, what? How did you get back here? You were dead last. Deku's like, who says I didn't cheat? Who says I didn't cheat, huh? Like, yeah, man. Sometimes you just gotta cheat to win. Cause I use the force, boy. And then he unlatches his lightsaber and slices Todoroki across the face. And then he heals Todoroki right away. And he's like, don't want him to die on me. That looked pretty bad for me. And then Deku's like, okay, it's time to go even faster. So Deku starts running and running and running, and then he makes it. He wins, and he puts down all the girls, and he's like, yo, we're all first place, guys. Damn, you want to be on my team? And they're like, yeah, sure. So now they join Deku's team. And Deku's like, damn, this actually feels like a full harem. Man, this is amazing. Best time of my life. And then Momo comes and he's like, why didn't you carry me, huh? And Ruckus says the same thing, and he's like, come on, girl, calm down. I had to, alright? Like, I can't be selfish. I have to get more, alright? I can't just stick with two. Oh, so we're just some people that you can't stick with, huh? Deku's like, no, I didn't say that. And then they start like slapping him and beating him. I was like, stop, no. And then like the whole class is like laughing at him, and Deku's like, oh, you laughing, huh? Okay. So Deku charges up the force in his hand and then gathers and throws it at the class, and they're both blown wide awake. And then Deku goes to the girls like, okay, alright, time to use my special move. Yo, special move! The kiss. And then he goes and he kisses both of them, tackling them to the ground, kissing them like there's no tomorrow. And they both lost. They both went unconscious, full of love and stuff. Yeah. And Deku's like, and he goes to class 1A, he's like, yo, Deku, how did you do that? Guys, every chick maggot needs to know how to do this. Okay? Now, here's the secret. And then he tells them the secret. Whisper, whisper, whisper. And they're like, really? Yeah, try it out. And then Ida goes over to a girl. He's like, hey, how you doing, big buns? And then she's like, she slaps him across the face. He's like, and then he starts laughing like crazy. He's like, oh, you actually fell for that, Ida. Oh my god. And then, yeah, guys, that's where I'm going to be ending part 4 to What If Deku Was a Jedi. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. This is MUA Shallot. Gone.